right. We seem to be live. Let me put it out there real quick.
Are you guys fans of Jackass or no?
I have enjoyed it, but it's not like my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. I mean, when it was at the height of popularity, we were
Oh.
like teenage-ish. So
Yeah.
If
it
you
was.
or if you haven't seen it already, Jackass Forever is hysterical.
I wouldn't go to a theater for a Jackass movie,
I
but
don't think that. Yeah, not now.
I did.
well, that's fine. I'm just saying I wouldn't. I have yet to do that.
I still liked it.
Yeah, that's cool. It is one of those rays in the house. It's you. Jackass is one of those franchises, like when it comes to movies, like it'll be on a streaming service or TV soon enough. And that will be
I never watched
just
this
fine.
stuff, but I like the movies. My favorite stunt they did is Electric Avenue, where they're going through an obstacle course with hanging tasers in their face.
Oh, Jesus.
I like the Ferrari to the tooth. That was kind of fun.
There's one where, so this was my favorite in Jackass Forever, where they have the thing called the Dum Dum game. It's basically, are you smarter than a fifth grader? If you get the question wrong, you get a flip flop that's attached to like this hydraulic press or something, and it'll smack you straight in the groin.
Well, Miss Aces said, not a spoiler, but don't hurry to see Morbius. It's definitely a vampire movie because it sucks. That's a good one, and I hate to hear that, but all right.
I never really.
But I like vampire movies, though.
Unless you're Team Edward.
So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Completely.
Jackass 4 had more penis, right? I don't know. But hello, everyone.
Yeah, that kind of cringed me.
Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Just Us Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I am the Athletic Geek, joined this week on the other end of the tin cannon string by CJ, Team All Zero.
Yo.
And by Easy.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. And this is a very special episode because it is our WrestleMania Predictions episode.
Well, I'm out.
I mean, it is WrestleMania, and for all intents and purposes, I'm not really too excited about it, but objectively, I can say they've built it up well. Like I said last week, I know as an AEW fan, I'm not supposed to say that. I'm supposed to say it just sucks and everything sucks. And granted, there are the WWE fans that are overrating the. They've given lots of reasons to care.
All right. Well,
they've done a good job building stuff up. I know we're not supposed to say that. I know that our bubble says we're not supposed to think that, but they have. Do WWE fans sometimes overrate the hype to where, like, this is going to be the greatest show ever? It's like, no, it's not. It's not going to be the greatest show ever. But it's also not going to be, it's also not complete and total shit like the AEW stands want you to think it is. But, yep. We also have Easy here, if you've heard him say that he's not going to watch it.
I'll watch it. There's just one match that I just really don't give a shit. So I'm probably going to watch night 2.
Yeah, the match, apparently, according to Wikipedia, the match I really want to see is... Oh, there's one on night 1, and there's one on night 2. So, there you go.
Well, there's a certain person that we'll get to him. We'll get to him later.
Yeah, but you're going to see him get his ass beat.
I know, but not in the way that I would personally have it booked.
You never know.
If you've never seen this show before, this is the Just Us Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I met CJ locally. I met Easy at All In. We love wrestling. We love talking wrestling. We love sharing our love of pro wrestling with each and every one of you out there. However, just like each and every one of you out there, our opinions of that being normal fans, because we are fans, we avoid insider terms, because at the end of the day, we are not insiders. We are not wrestlers. We are just marks. And we don't think like we's in the business, so therefore we stupids. Yeah. Listen to Bully Ray, and then you know that everything's fine. And we're dumb, but that's okay. So WrestleMania predictions. First of all, the WrestleMania predictions contest is live and going on right now. My social media pages. Go enter on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And this year, well, the prizes are normal, but the grand prize winner will also receive a copy of Hardcore History, the unauthorized story of ECW, and a DC Direct collectible of one of my favorite villains, Mr. Mix-Yes Spitlick. So, definitely be getting your entries in and walk away with some cool prizes. So, if we are ready, let's start with night 1. And according to Wikipedia, the first match is going to be the champion, Becky Lynch, versus the challenger, Bianca Belair, for the Raw Women's Championship. CJ, who are you picking and why in this one?
I'm picking Bianca in this one because that's just what I hope happens. If they don't pay this off with the Bianca win over Becky, then they don't give a shit about the women's division anymore, which I'm not 100% sure that will happen, but that's what needs to happen. So that's where I'm going.
Well, given the fact that night 1 has both the women's championships in here, I think that kind of speaks for itself, because night 2, we have the women's tag team championship. But okay, that's just me.
Well, who are you picking, Easy?
All right, I'm gonna go with Bianca as well. Especially just seeing her performance last year against Sasha Banks. Like, again, that ranked up on my match of the year candidates. Since I hope for a good match for these two. Like, I love Becky, the bad girl persona she's got. I'm gonna go with Bianca for this one.
I'm going Bianca as well because, there's no other choice. You don't just have somebody get beaten in a matter of seconds and then not have the person come back with a big moment. You got to give this one to Bianca, but it is WWE we're talking about. Next up is the match that Easy is dying to see: Rey and Dominic Mysterio versus The Miz and Logan Paul. Easy, who you picking and why?
The chair shots to Logan Paul.
So I'm guessing that's
don't give a
Rey and Dominic.
There's Suplex City, and then for me there is Concussion City. Population, the Paul brothers.
All right.
But yes, Mysterio's to win, and for Logan Paul to just. I don't want true physical harm on him. I just want to see maybe 1, 2, or 10,000 chair shots to his head.
All right, CJ,
They can fix it.
Who you picking in this one?
Oh, I should totally put Logan Paul as a Miz right now, but it won't be. It'll be the Mysterios. Be the happy, feel good moment, warm and fuzzies.
I'm going in the opposite direction. I think Logan Paul and Miz are going to win.
Well, this is my last time on the show.
Not that I want them to win. I just think that I could see WWE doing. I could see WWE doing that because they're WWE and they want to go look at the celebrity. Isn't the celebrity great? See. I could see the Mysterios giving Logan Paul his comeuppance at the end, but I could see the celebrities are the attraction, pal, and this is why they're the best wrestling company in the world, pal, and this is why AEW can't compete because they don't have the mainstream buzz that WWE has. So naturally, they're gonna get the buzz from continuing to try and do something like this. So I'm going Logan Paul and The Miz. This is I don't want this to happen, but it's what I think is going to happen.
If anybody is attending WrestleMania, let's recreate that one time in ECW when everybody started throwing chairs into the arena.
So you want The Miz and the Mysterios to get injured as well?
No, they can run for their life and Logan Paul can just be buried.
All right. Next match.
Don't throw them to them, just throw it at Logan Paul. That's it.
Next match, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. CJ, who you picking and why in this one?
Do I have to?
Yeah, you have to.
Can I just say, like, can I pick that somebody gets hurt and this match has to get pulled off the card?
I mean, I feel bad doing that to Drew McIntyre, don't we?
Well, I'm not saying it has to be Drew. I have a feeling that Happy Corbin is going to win this. It shouldn't be, but that's who I'm going with, and I'm not stoked about that. This is the time where I go unpack more things.
Yeah. Hate to do that to Drew, but I'm with you. I am also going with Happy Corbin in this one because it's WWE. It's WWE.
If I'm not mistaken, last year, McIntyre had a championship match with Bobby Lashley, which was actually pretty damn good. That's me saying something. I know we haven't been at all paying attention to Raw and SmackDown, but why the hell is this a match?
They've just been having they've been having issue. Like there's a story behind it. Like if it was not Corbin, I would not think it was completely awful. But it's Corbin, so I'm gonna have a fandom bias and say it sucks because it's Corbin. There's been like run-ins. It's actually been building up since the Royal Rumble. So again, they've been doing things that we asked them to do. It's just with Baron Corbin, so we can't really.
They've been doing this before the Royal Rumble. This tracks back almost to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I still hate the stupid nickname, like Happy Corbin. I'm like, oh, just kill me. Drew McIntyre, because I don't care about this match at all.
The next one is the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Boogs. Blah, blah, blah.
The guitar guy that I didn't even know even was with WWE.
Yeah, I've learned about him at Royal Rumble. It's a match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Easy, who you picking and why in this one?
Usos.
Okay, CJ?
Shinsuke and Rick Boogs.
I'm going with Shinsuke and Rick Boogs in this one. I'm not a big fan of the Usos. And I'm not really a big fan of Rick Boogs either. And truth be told, like, Shinsuke Nakamura on the main roster has been, like, the biggest disappointment I've ever seen. It's just not been that good. But I guess I'm still okay with Shinsuke Nakamura compared to the Usos. I'm just really...
Remember when Nakamura won the Royal Rumble? Good times.
You remember whenever he totally shit the bed against AJ Styles at WrestleMania? Remember that?
Yeah. I remember.
Remember? I don't like remembering that. But yeah, I'm going with Nakamura versus and Boogs in this one to win the titles. All right, next match, at least according to Wikipedia, is Sheamus and Ridge Holland with Butch versus The New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Hey, remember 3 years ago when Kofi Kingston was in the championship match? Was in the best match of the week, best match of the weekend other than Gargano and Cole? I remember.
I remember too. Remember when Finn Balor, Ricochet, they were in a WrestleMania matches? They're not even booked for this goddamn weekend. And they're the champions of the Intercontinental and the United States Championships.
Yeah. To be fair, though, it's not like they were in high-profile matches whenever we saw them at WrestleMania, too. Let's be real.
I know, but that could be, in this case, against somebody.
Maybe. But who are you picking and why in this one, CJ?
You know what? Let's shake things up a little bit and give it to the New Day. Because it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. I guess I will say this, though. I will give them enough credit because you know something I've given praise to AEW for and said that I'd like to see WWE do this. Have tag teams have tag team storylines going on without the titles involved. So I guess by them having this match, they are doing that. So props. And Honestly, I don't really have an issue with anybody in this match. It's just, but it's still just kind of there. But kudos to WWE for at least having a separate tag team program with a tag team, 2 tag teams that are not for the titles. That is something that I enjoyed about. I enjoy about AEW's tag team division. It's something that I enjoyed about the tag team division in WWE back in 2000, 2001, 2002, etc. So, be very hypocritical of me to talk shit on this and say that it's, bad booking when it's what I've been asking for. It's just there's a fandom bias in there for not being as hyped for this as I would a tag team match in a different company. But I am also going with the New Day. Easy, who you picking?
New Day. Oh, and also Roderick Strong betrays Pete Dunne for him to join the Undisputed Era. I know it's a bold prediction, but I'm going to go with that.
All right.
Wait, is it an NXT TakeOver?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right, next match.
Fools.
Seth freaking Rollins versus my favorite wrestler of all time, TBA. So
Shit,
in the
TBA's
content,
in this match?
yeah, TBA, man. I didn't realize they got him for WrestleMania, but okay.
I know
So
he was around.
So for the contest, not only do you pick the winner, but you got to pick who the opponent is, and it's worth 2 points in the contest. So for us, we are going to pick who we think the opponent is and who the winner is. Starting with Easy, who is Seth Rollins' opponent and who wins the match?
All right, well, I know a lot of people are saying it's going to be him, but you know what? Knowing WWE, I'm actually going to be on their level and just completely troll the goddamn crowd. It's not going to be that guy. I literally think it's going to be Veer Mahan. And Veer wins. Because it's the WWE. Even though we know it might be the other guy. But I think WWE can be a troll level and say Veer Mahan.
Okay. CJ, who you picking in this one?
Well, we all know that the real match is going to be Seth Rollins versus Vacant.
I know.
And Vacant has been a champion every single where he goes.
But so is TBA, though.
TBA has never won a championship. Vacant
has won
held
several.
So many titles. He held the WCW title 5 times in 2 months?
Yeah.
Hold on, if I'm not mistaken, TBA and Vacant haven't had a match together, have they?
They have not.
Oh, shit.
So,
somebody get Bryce Remsburg on the phone.
So get Bryce Remsburg, and hey, that's something Joey Janela needs to book next year for spring break.
If Chris Jericho put that on the cruise.
Oh, guys, check what this says. Just roll.
I saw that. Oh. Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh, yes. You know what? Okay, scratch it. I'm changing my answer. Not Veer Mahan. Yes, Shane McMahon. Yes,
well, that was what I was going to pick anyway. It's going to be Shane McMahon, but Seth Rollins wins. That's who I'm picking.
No, I'm going to say.
Oh my God.
You're saying Shane McMahon as well?
I'm saying Shane, and I say Shane wins.
All right, so.
Oh, please, dear God, let it be Shane.
All right, and the main event of night 1, SmackDown Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. CJ, who are you picking and why in this one?
I'm saying Ronda. Because it's Ronda.
Yep, that's what I'm going with.
Well, I'm going to hell for saying this then. I think it's going to be Charlotte's.
Okay.
Yes.
Do they have this listed as the main event?
Of night 1, yes.
This is not the main event of night 1.
What is?
The Kevin Owens show.
Well, this is the last match of the night. So
yes, but it is not the main event, and they are not advertising it as the main event, even though they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Even for 7 matches, this thing is going to go 4 hours long.
It's going to go 6 hours long.
Well, that's not bad. 7 matches in 4 hours. That means with some vignettes and stuff in there too. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Again, why isn't, like I was saying earlier, why aren't like any of the other championship matches that are on night 2? Like, it would be nice have a balance in the force. Or the thing that Thanos was holding, saying perfect balance.
Well, you never know what's actually going to pop up until it happens.
Yeah.
They changed the order of the Royal Rumble during the Royal Rumble.
Wait, you mean to tell me that it's not every minute and 1 minute and 30 seconds that an opponent comes out?
Well, no, but I'm saying, like, when they started the Royal Rumble, when entry number 1 and 2 went out there, the lineup was this way, and by the time like the 20th entrant came out, it was totally different. And part of it was on purpose, and part of it was an accident. So you really never know until it happens.
True that. All right, so we now move on to night 2. First match is a fatal 4-way tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Queen Zelina and Carmella versus Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. Easy, who you picking and why?
Fuck it, why not? I'm gonna go with Sasha and Naomi.
Okay. CJ?
I'm going with Natalya and Shayna.
Okay, I'm going with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
Nobody's picking Queen Zelina and Carmella?
Nope. Next match is an Anything Goes match. Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. You know Johnny Knoxville, the guy that was warned before doing Jackass, hey, one more bad shot to your head, you die.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die, clown.
Yeah, well, Johnny Knoxville might die at WrestleMania. We don't want that, but it could happen. So
we need to have the Jackass multi-universe. Or the Jackass cinematic universe. There we go.
Yeah, we're going to get the Jackass crew involved in this match so that Johnny Knoxville doesn't have to take a bunch of hits.
Yeah, can someone shoot, you know, the way EZ felt about Logan Paul, can someone just, like, beat the shit out of Bam?
I don't think Bam's coming.
Yeah, actually, right, good point. And also, Bam isn't in Jackass Forever, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's attached. And, you know, if you
he's just kind of a douchebag.
He's dead, so. That's fine.
You know, honestly, I would love to see, like, Knoxville wins, but you have Wee Man doing the pin on Sami Zayn. Actually, you know what?
How does that work?
Huh?
How does that work?
I don't. It's an Anything Goes match.
Yeah, but I think Johnny Knoxville still has to get the pin.
Yeah, but yeah, you still gotta have.
It's the WWE, so let's not like.
I don't do it, but still, I do think you still gotta get Yeah, you can't just.
That's logical, though.
I know WWE like puts tries to make logic into illogical situations, but like that's some Russo WCW shit where like. The wrong person is like person who's not even in the match is winning the match, and yeah, like that's
Vince would get a big pop out of watching a midget.
That's true.
Cover.
He's a midget.
I was about to say, you know what? I would love to see a dream match between Wee Man and Swoggle.
Okay.
Don't give him ideas.
I don't care about.
Actually, I'm giving Jackass ideas. Come on, in this case.
If I never see Hornswoggle ever again in my life, it's too soon.
Well,
he is going to be at a convention I'm going to. I am not going to pay money to meet that one.
I'll picture that for a sequel to Jackass Forever, Swoggle versus Wee Man in a little person sumo match. Again,
are you watching? Are you watching right now?
No, I'm not.
Are you flipping everyone off?
No.
No, but I see that very concerning look on you.
I'm giving him a look that Dan the Dad would be very proud of. I'm not
I was
mad.
looking at the wiki. I didn't see what your reaction is. Okay.
Dan the Dad would give this Luke. I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Missed it and unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Oops.
Come on,
Hey,
we're
at
only
least I don't have to drink the bubbly.
we're only 18 away from him drinking the bubbly.
Oh, screw you.
All right, so next match, Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Easy, who you picking and why in this one?
Austin Theory, because I've never liked Pat McAfee.
What?
Oh.
Pat McAfee's not bad in the ring. He's actually pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Nope.
forgot to give mine. I'm going with Johnny Knoxville as well.
Yeah, not bad for a punter.
I think he's a wrestler now that's just kind of good for anybody. And he used to do the Scott Hall after a good punt. Did you ever know that?
Yes.
Yeah, he can do that after having a good punt. He'd also do the Vince McMahon walk to the sidelines after a good punt. He got a tackle on a punt once and did a wrestling pose. So, yeah, Pat McAfee's A-OK in my book. But unfortunately, I'm also going to go Austin Theory in this one.
Same.
Currently, Vince McMahon's love child.
I mean, hey. Next up, we have a triple threat match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. We have the champions, RK Bro, versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. CJ, who you picking and why?
RK Bro.
Same.
I'm actually having a hard time deciding whether it's Street Profits or Alpha Academy. Like, I don't know. I'm just not really taking RK Bro serious. But, what the hell, RK Bro.
All right. So next match is the match that I'm looking forward to the most. Edge versus AJ Styles. Easy, who you picking and why?
The Rated R Superstar. Gangrel. I mean Edge. Sorry, if Edge could just bring back like his brood thing, like I'd love it, but oh well.
He did. He has been.
Yeah.
I know. And people people, mostly little kids who don't understand the references, aren't really giving him the major cheer for it.
I think it gets pretty well as big a pop as it's gonna get.
Hopefully.
Like
Okay.
it has.
Yeah.
Like especially against Seth, but all right, CJ, who you picking?
I'm gonna go AJ.
I'm going Edge as well. It just feels like AJ just kind of is due to not get a big win. So, because they hate AJ for some reason. All right.
Little.
Next up, we have Omas versus Bobby Lashley. CJ, who you picking and why?
Please God, make it Bobby.
Yeah, I'm hoping for Bobby. I'm gonna go with Bobby.
I can't take almost as a real contender for anything. I cannot.
Yeah. Easy. What about you?
Bobby.
All right, Bobby across the board. And finally, the WWE and Universal Championship Unification match. The WWE Champion Brock Lesnar versus the Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Easy, who you picking and why?
You know what? Just because fuck Dallas, Texas. Roman Reigns. Let the people go home happy.
You think that's what's going to make him go home happy?
I think that's going to make the Dallas crowd very happy. Just as happy like the Cowboys playoff appearances.
All right. Well, CJ, who you going with this?
So this hurts my soul. I'm going to go with Roman. I do think that he's going to win. I think that they're going to send the crowd home happy by having The Rock come out. They're going to set up Hollywood WrestleMania next year. That's what I say.
Okay. I am going with Brock Lesnar in this one because while I like Brock Lesnar well enough, I also know that WWE, rather than having some like new up and comer be the one to finally dethrone the tribal chief, hell no, Brock Lesnar is. And that's the way it's going to be. Brock Lesnar is going to beat Ric Flair. Gonna go like Brock Lesnar for all said and done is gonna be like a 27-time champion. So
Ric Flair is gonna come out of retirement for like the 7th billion time.
No, I'm saying he's gonna beat the world title record.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misheard you about that.
Yeah. All right, so that is WrestleMania. Everybody, be sure to enter on the appropriate posts on Facebook or Instagram, or tweet at me all of your predictions for WrestleMania to be entered for the chance to win not only a random t-shirt, a random DVD, a random loose action figure, a random comic book, beat me in a random poster, but also a DC collectible of Mr. Mxyzptlk, one of my favorite villains, who's really cool when he's voiced by Gilbert Gottfried on Superman the Animated Series, and a copy of Hardcore History, the Unauthorized Story of ECW. So, from there, it is time to talk Rampage. And
I'm leaving.
Yep, because don't feel well.
Don't feel great.
Fortunately, we can just kind of speed through Rampage because that's just kind of Rampage. You just kind of speed through it. Archer, Dustin Rhodes, decent little match. Whatever.
Good.
Yep. 5 and 10 versus Red Dragon. Again, okay little match. Nyla Rose and a squash was what it was. Then a Hook segment where Danhausen tried to curse Hook, but I don't know if the curse worked because it's Hook. And then finally, Swerve Strickland versus Ricky Starks for the FTW Championship. Damn good match. Really like this match a lot. I like
for that then.
What?
CJ shouldn't have left. We could have talked to Ricky Starks.
Yeah, we're talking Ricky Starks. Yeah. Damn good match, but I also really like Swerve Strickland, so it is what it is. So now it's time to light the fuse and bring the boom. Let's talk Dynamite. So first match was Max Caster and CM Punk. This was okay. Like, I mean, not like okay as in like it was bad, just kind of like it was your standard. We need Punk to beat somebody. Here's Max Caster, who's
I loved the rap. I was like, oh man.
I did not. But it is what it is. The right person won, and that's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Lethal versus John Moxley. This is something I really liked. It's great match. Just the downside is just Lethal's been signed to essentially be. You hate to use this term, but just to essentially kind of be. I'm trying to think of the right way of saying this. He's a gatekeeper. That's about it. He's a gatekeeper. He is who the big star beats on the way to bigger and better things. And that's pretty much just about all it is. I don't know. Great match though. I mean, it showed why Jay Lethal's great, but I don't know. What'd you think?
It is what it is. Like, again, I only saw like highlights of AEW because I was in Buffalo for a hockey game, which was so much goddamn fun. It's everything okay?
Yeah,
Maybe.
there's something.
Okay, sorry, you're like breathing heavy. It's like, oh no, I picked over wrestling again.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah, but no, honestly, like just check it out. Good match, and in the end, both these guys showed a lot of good sportsmanship, and hopefully,
Jay
Lethal.
Lethal could really join the Blackpool Club, along with Wheeler Yuta. Like,
I could see that. Yuta will. I don't know yet. Not saying yes,
I think Wheeler will join before Jay.
Yeah, but again, I'm not saying like yes now, but I'm also not saying no.
Right. All right.
Also, where the hell has Miro been lately?
I think he's hurt, but I'm not sure.
Hey, because there was news that he just signed a brand new 4-year contract, and yes, you heard that right, 4-year contract.
Yeah. Next match is FTR versus the Ass Boys. I mean Gun Club. Like this match again, kind of your standard, something good experience for the Gun Club, a good win for FTR, and the way they're kind of teasing more tension with MJF and FTR, I like it. MJF was on, really going after Aubrey a lot during this match. Hardcore. He called her the worst official in AEW. He called her a human foot. MJF was merciless on Aubrey Edwards. So, if you want to get some heat on MJF...
he and Britt Baker can join in on their conspiracy theories.
This is one of those things. It's a surefire way to get some young MJF, have him back. Say mean things about Aubrey Edwards. That is a very easy way to do that. So, hey. I could see on Twitter the legions of Aubrey Edwards fans very, very angry with MJF, so it did its job.
But it also seems that the Pinnacle is starting to fall apart now because FTR, they seem to be leaning towards Wardlow or Team Wardlow, saying that he's our friend too.
Yeah, and to that point, MJF put signs saying "Don't let Wardlow in," and then Wardlow came in. So there you go.
You know what? I'm going to say in a few weeks, FTR turns on MJF.
I think it won't be as slow with this one. I don't think so. Jericho Appreciation Society and Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz have a brawl. Good segment. Good way to kind of, really help out the Jericho Appreciation Society. I thought it was that was a good segment. I really like Jericho calling himself the revolutionary force in sports entertainment because that's how, when I first started watching WWE, they introduced their shows.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to wonder who are Eddie, Santana, and Ortiz recruit to level the playing field.
Maybe Sting and Darby. I don't know.
No. They feel like they're going to have to go way back to their roots on this one. And no, I am not saying Homicide and Hernandez, but possibly other members who have been part of one of the greatest stables in all of Impact Wrestling.
Is there such a thing as a great stable in Impact Wrestling?
Well, I believe the LAX were the greatest.
I don't know. We will see. Next up, we have Wheeler Yuta versus Bryan Danielson. Fucking Wheeler Yuta is going to be a superstar, and he proved it in this match. And this is why I think he will be the first to join Mox and Bryan and Regal. So, I don't know. What do you think of this match?
This was one match I sadly didn't see, so it's like I can't have any opinion about it. However, I did see a GIF that Wheeler escaped the cattle mutilation. It's like, whoa.
Yep, it was a great match. Next match, we have the Bunny versus question marks to qualify for the Women's Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And it was Toni Storm. So cool to see Toni Storm in AEW. Cool to see that she's going to be hopefully used better in AEW. Match itself, you can only do so much with the Bunny. And outside of a hardcore match, you can only do so much. I'm sorry. She seems like a nice lady, but I really don't care for the Bunny.
We finally have a name for Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. We got the Undisputed Elite.
Yep. And we then go into that segment. I really like the tape and the Sharpies over the names on the belts. I thought that was funny. Champions got their belts back though, and yeah.
I'm surprised it's not on YouTube. There was a segment. I was like, what? I want to see it. Oh, well. I'll watch it later.
Now we go to the main event: Darby Allin versus Andrade El Idolo. Good match. One of Andrade's best, and I really didn't have a problem with him winning this one. I feel like that stable needed a win, and Darby can afford to lose one. And
I think that was a great match too. I saw that before we went on the air.
Yep. So,
not trying to breeze over it, but Toni Storm in AEW, about damn time.
About damn. I'm happy. I want to see her do well. She's gonna hopefully be doing better than she was in WWE. I just didn't really care for the match that much. It was okay. It wasn't a bad match, but again, I just don't really, outside of that hardcore tag match, I never really enjoyed the Bunny as a wrestler. Bunny, Allie, either one of them. I'm sorry. I don't hate her, but I don't really find her to be that entertaining.
You got a great roar from the crowd. It's I wouldn't have known what the hell that theme song was if it weren't for the video.
Mm-hmm. So it just kind of is what it is. But yeah, solid episode. Not the greatest episode, but solid. It furthered all the storylines, and sometimes not everything's supposed to be groundbreaking. Sometimes you just need something to move everything along. And
Rampage is actually going to be pretty good because we will finally see Keith Lee take on Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, I really feel like it's a shame Keith Lee's not cut one promo in a ring for the crowd. That disappoints me that AEW has not done that yet.
But we slow build up. Also,
this isn't something you need a slow build up to. This is something that should have happened by now.
Yeah. Also, Young Bucks against Top Flight. That should be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. But
and then next week, Dynamite's gonna be back in the Boston area. How about that?
Boo.
You could Cleveland too because I missed you guys.
You could go to St. Louis because you fucked us, guys. But hey.
Anyway.
All right. Well, that is it for us this week. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Remember to follow me on my social media pages, facebook.com/athleticgeek89, Twitter, athletic_geek89, Instagram, athleticgeek89. Social media is the only places where you can enter the Wrestlemania Predictions contest. So definitely check those out. Check out my other videos, including the Geeking Out podcast, where Easy and I listed our top 10 favorite WrestleManias this week. Give that a listen. And yeah. Yep, Miss Ace is exactly right. A notch above mid, so good filler episode. Everything got moved along. Yep, you're exactly right.
You can listen to me talk about why WrestleMania 32 was just so amazing.
Yeah, that's his number one. That WrestleMania 11 was his number two. WrestleMania 9 was his number 3.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I thought WrestleMania 2 had a great concept. Hey, just take place in 3 different arenas. The crowd totally won't be bored.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his number 6 or 7. I can't remember.
Well, we will say this though: there were 2 WrestleManias where we actually had at the accurate count on our top 10. But listen to it.
It's everything's subjective. You're welcome to enjoy WrestleMania 11 if you want to. But yeah, easy social media.
You can follow me at the Twitter at Eric Zarins, ErikZarins. And if you are in the Cleveland area, April 22nd, I'm going to be attending my second Absolute Intense Wrestling show called Eyes of the Beast, where Mr. Kaze Ninare himself, Minoru Suzuki, will be appearing, and it'll be epic. And if you're in Indianapolis on Memorial Day weekend, I'm going to the Indy 500 for the very first time. It's going to be epic. I'll be there with my dad. So I'm not 100. I'm just saying this out loud. I'm not 100% sure if I will be part of the Double or Nothing Predictions show because I'm going to be with family. And then June 29th, for the first time in 5 freaking years, I'm back in Motor City to see AEW Dynamite and hopefully reunite with some friends over there. Motor City, I've missed you guys so much. But it could be worse. Actually, wait, that joke won't work.
And at least it's not Detroit.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be in Indianapolis on April 15th and 16th, CJ and I will be at Squared Circle Expo, where we will be hopefully meeting Ricky Steamboat and Ted DiBiase and Matt Cardona and Hangman Page and Adam Cole. And I will be meeting Tony Storm and Johnny Gargano and Juice Robinson because I've pre-ordered those meet and greets. But yep.
Is Baker going to be there too, or just Adam?
Both, yeah. I just met her last year, so I'm not meeting her again this year just because I don't really have anything else for her to sign. But I have stuff for. I've never met Tony Storm or Juice Robinson.
With her.
Or Lex Luger or Ted DiBiase or people like that. So that's who I'm going to be in line for. But yeah, for CJ, you had to step out early. And Easy, I am the Athletic Geek. We are just Marks, and we're out. Have a good one. All right.